Hey guys, this is a video on press progressions from beginner to advanced, and the first movement we have is the press and drive. It's essentially a push-up using bands. You start off in a plank push-up position, feet at hip-width stance, scapula retracted, and bands in both hands. As you extend your arms, you want to drive forward and lean into the press. Keeping your core engaged, you want to maintain balance as you press out. Strength and power are nothing without stability and coordination. This is the premise behind the Kenko method. Using bands, we take basic movements to test the dynamics between stability, strength, and power. The single arm press has the same setup, only you want to stand higher off the ground to start off with. And the goal is to maintain stability on one side while you press out on the other. This addresses asymmetries in strength and balance. You can do this exercise by having a set amount of presses on each side, or you can alternate between sides. Continuing through the progression, we want to switch the base with uneven surfaces. We start off with a solid level surface, then progress onto the bosu, which tests how well you distribute weight through your lower body. Here we also show you how you can do these exercises with less bands, as well as how to use your bands using a fixed attachment. In the first two exercises, we assess the press on both sides of the upper extremity. Now we're observing the base and how well you can readjust with added stimulus. Simply put, can you stabilize on an uneven surface and maintain strength? The Bosu single arm press is done with one band, and similar to the single arm press on the ground, there's less of a forward lean, but still an anterior drive. What's also different about this movement is now that there's a hinge in the hips, we are loading and engaging more muscles in the lower body, while stabilizing and addressing the asymmetries in both the transverse and sagittal plane. Lunge with single arm press. This exercise is several in one. It starts with a bicep curl, then turns into a lunge with a press. The feet are staggered instead of even, and we are pivoting into a lunge with a single arm press. With this movement, you want to make sure that the neck and the head are maintained in the same alignment with the rest of the body. You don't want them to be switching their gaze too often. You want them to be focusing on where they're going. Lunge press on Bosu. From even to uneven surfaces, we're back on the Bosu, but flipping it over to make it more challenging. Typically with training, increasing load is the main focus, but with the Kenko method, we're most concerned about maintaining all skill sets, the ability to take load, stabilize, and build symmetry in all planes of motion.